please welcome the Biden-Harris campaign National Political Director, Aaron Wilson.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. You all know better than most what a long journey this campaign has been. Most of you have been a part of this team for the better part of the last 18 months, contributing your energy, your enthusiasm, your ideas, and so much else to this effort in the battle for the soul of the nation. You were there on those days when the road ahead wasn't quite so clear, and you were there for those triumphant moments as well. I know I speak for the entire campaign staff when I say how grateful we are. We drew so much strength and inspiration from you every day. And I know how much your support has meant to the president-elect. So much so that he wanted to tell you directly. We have all been inspired by his optimism, his integrity, his vision, and the tremendous faith he has in all of us and in our nation. And now we can all be proud to officially call him the next president of the United States. It is my privilege and honor to introduce the president-elect, Joe Biden.
Hey, everybody. You've heard me say it before. Some of you have known me a long, long time, that the real test is a lot of you know me really well and you still help me. It's one thing for somebody to jump in and say they want to help somebody and do it early. But when you know me, warts and all, and still help, it meant a great deal to me. And there's a number of you, I know there's a lot of people on this call, but a number of you who've been with me and I've been with you for a long, long time. And I can't tell you how much it means to me. And I really mean it. It means from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. First and foremost, I hope you all are safe with your families, staying healthy. It's a really tough time, particularly in almost all the states in the nation. The second thing is to say my whole family, not just Jill and I, my whole family, my children, my grandchildren, all the extended family. I can't tell you how much it means to us, the way you embraced them, the way you trusted everybody, the way you stepped up. I mean, it really, really mattered. And I couldn't be more grateful for everything you've done. But for many of you, for your long time personal friendship. You were there with me when things weren't going well. Not just now, but before. And when the lousy things happened in my life, most of you stepped up. You know, a lot of Bobby Brady's out there who, when things were really going badly, when I lost my family, lost my son, so many of you stepped up and were there for us. Not just for me, but for my whole family. And I know that sounds maybe still too personal, but you know me too well. I really, really appreciate your support, your friendship, and your willingness to take risks for me. For everything you've done, the hard work, the sacrifices, the leaps of faith you took for this campaign. And if it feels like it's been a long road, it's because it has been. I didn't realize it, but we launched this campaign 573 days ago, officially launched it. And many of you were with us on day one. And together we celebrate some incredible highs, and we stuck together through the times that were pretty low, like the first couple primaries. But we never gave up. You never forgot what we were working for. And, we stand for, as Springsteen's song works. I mean, now we have them all. It's the American people. And I really meant what I said about blue and red. I mean, it's not blue and red for me. It's all red, white, and blue. Jill and I are so thankful for every one of you. And I especially want to thank the earliest of all the supporters. Knowing that you were there for us made a gigantic difference. And you kept the faith when we needed it the most. With every single democracy on the line, our very democracy, so we wouldn't end up like some of our friends and not so friendly folks overseas. There's something going on in America, but also around the world. It's not just Trump. He may be the worst example of it, but there's this phony populism that is based on fighting the other, always finding someone to blame for things. It's happening It's happening around the world. But you helped us build the broadest and most diverse coalition in history. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. And in terms of the way things worked out, I'm told we're going to probably, because of you all, get more than 80 million votes. 80 million votes. That I think is almost, I think it's like 11, 12 million more votes than anybody's ever gotten in American history. You got them for me. Black, white, Latino, Asian American, Native American, gay, straight, transgender, everybody. And I meant what I said, and you knew I meant it when I said about restoring the soul of this country. And I meant what I said when I said we had to rebuild the backbone of this country. And that's the middle class. You know, there's nothing wrong with being wealthy. There's nothing wrong with being a member of a corporation, but everybody's going to pay their fair share. And the middle class has been left behind. I meant what I said, you all know it, is to bring back the middle class, and this time include everybody. It's because of you that we garnered the most votes, as I said, of any presidential ticket in history. It's because of you that we elected the first woman, the first Black woman, the first immigrant woman, the first South Asian woman, a woman of descent. I was talking to the Indian Prime Minister yesterday, and they are really, really excited. They're really excited. It's amazing. And you'd be amazed at what's going on around the world. And although no one in my family's lived in Ireland since probably 1860. The first ones came in 1849 in those coffin ships. The Ballina, the home city that the fluids come from, and on the Amalfi Coast. That's where I dream about living someday. But all kidding aside, in County Louth, where the Finnegans are from, there's celebrations. There are people out painting portraits on walls. I mean, it's really, and because of you all, I've spoken now to close to 14 or 15 heads of state in every continent. And they are excited about what you did, that America's back, that we are going to be able to not only lead again by the example of our power, but the power of our example. And it's because of you. We never gave up. You never gave up. You never gave up the faith that the America is a place of possibilities. No one can take that away from you, me, or any American. Together, I know that we'll continue to find ways to change the course of history, to marshal the forces of decency, fairness, science, hope, and carry us through these great battles of our time. And they're significant battles. I'm not being Pollyannish about what we face. It's going to be incredibly difficult. As some recent historians have written, we're inheriting a circumstance that's more fraught with difficulty than Roosevelt did. The battle to control the virus, the battle to build prosperity, the battle to secure health care for every American, the battle to achieve racial justice. I mean it sincerely. The battle to save the climate, the battle to heal the soul of this country, unite the country in common purpose. And as you all know, our incumbent president is not being particularly noble or helpful. This idea that there has to be an ascertainment coming from GAO to say that, not GAO, but GSA, to the woman there has to say, well, Biden won before we can get access to everything. Well, it doesn't say you have to be certified. The law actually says she has the obligation to name the apparent winner for us to get access to the information we need on foreign policy and what's going on and what he may do in the last couple months, what's going on in terms of being able to get our cabinet members, get their background checks so the Senate is ready to have their hearings, making sure that we're in a position to know what they're doing with COVID. So we know we're not going to miss a month or two just trying to set things up in terms of being able to get vaccines to everyone. So I hope you're proud of yourselves, as I am, because we are more than the apparent winner. We won because of you. And I'm proud of every single one of you and what you accomplished all over the country. And I hope that you're ready to take that pride and that energy and that hope, and keep working to expand the possibilities in this country that sounds corny, but we love so much. I want to thank you for everything you've done. I wish this were interactive with Demi because there's 900 people on it. You all can't ask me questions because that's what I wanted to do for this too big a group. But Jill and I are always going to be grateful each and every day for every one of you. And I don't forget. And besides, the bad news for you is we're still going to need you. We really are. We're going to need you to get this government right-sized, get this ship right-sized here, and be moving in the direction that we all know we have to go. So enjoy this moment, and then let's keep doing the work for the country. And we're going to be working out pretty soon, be meeting with the speaker and others as to what kind of inauguration it may be impacted upon by the COVID. But regardless of how it works, I just want you to know I am forever grateful. I really am truly grateful. So God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. And I'm sorry we have to sign off because there's no way for you to answer questions. I don't want to keep boring you here. But again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I love you.